Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for those musical pastiches or parodies where the inspirational source might feel a little arcane. We'll only be including artists that aren't specifically known for parody, so sorry, no Weird Al for this list.
Think I'm just too white and nerdy, think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy.
Number 10. The Bad Touch, the Bloodhound Gang. It's honestly a little difficult to differentiate the parodic elements behind the Bloodhound Gang's bad touch. This is thanks largely to the video clip that accompanied the song, a viral sensation before that term had even taken hold within the public consciousness.
You've had enough of two-hand touch, you want it rough, you're out of bounds. I want you smothered, want you covered like my Waffle House hash browns.
This undeniably silly song was designed not only to mock self-important Europop dance music, but also to intentionally bait critics with a visual aesthetic that reveled in, well, let's go with monkey business.
So if I capsize on your thighs, high tide P5, you sunk my battleship. Please turn me on, I'm Mr. Coffee with an automatic drip.
The Bloodhound Gang was always a band that held humor in high regard, but the Bad Touch basically became the same sort of one-hit wonder that it was skewering in the first place.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Number 9. Fourth Time Around, Bob Dylan. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. This might be what folk icon Bob Dylan was musing to himself after finishing his work on Fourth Time Around back in 1966.
And after finding out I'd forgotten my shirt.
The tune was composed as something of a clapback track, only decades prior to when that term would take hold within the social media zeitgeist. Dylan was basically telling the Beatles, hey, I saw what you did with Norwegian Wood, This Bird Has Flown, but I do it better.
I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair.
The Fab Four seemed to knowingly pull a Dylan with regards to their own experiments with folk rock, so it only seemed right that the man himself would show Liverpool's finest what's up.
She's shown me her own, isn't it good? Norwegian Wood. She said don't waste your words, they're just lies.
Number 8. The Fox. What does the Fox say? Ylvis. The members behind Norway's Ylvis weren't really musicians, but comedians. The resulting single, The Fox, What Does the Fox Say, was deliberately composed by Bård and Vegard USSR as a pop chart tax write-off, a song they surmised would fail, based upon its parodic nature.
But there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say?
The USSR siblings ultimately proved themselves wrong in the best way possible. The Fox, What Does the Fox Say, achieved EDM hit status by doing all of the tricks those earworm EDM tracks do best.
What the fox say?
Ylvis have released other tunes that have done well in the duo's native Norway, but it remains to be seen if their Fox has anything else to say on the pop charts. Number 6. Hook, Blues Traveler. Somehow, we don't really feel that John Popper and Blues Traveler feel too bad about how their knowingly self-aware parody of the music industry, Hook, became their biggest musical calling card.
Cause the hook brings you back.
The group was probably just as happy jamming and writing the music they wanted to write, despite how Hook brought chart success to their proverbial front door. This song was a hit because it possessed its titular hook, an immediacy that brought a lot of fans to the Blues Traveler fold.
I ain't telling you no lie.
Did all of those same fans stick around? Maybe, or maybe not. Blues Traveler seemed content that the lyrics of Hook felt like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Oh, Mexican red eye.
Number 6. Thick as a Brick, Jethro Tull. It's interesting how certain artists react to critical appraisal of their work. The blues and folk influences behind the music of Jethro Tull have never really gone away, but this also hasn't stopped the progressive rock tag from being slapped on them by fans and magazine journalists. Thick as a Brick was Jethro Tull's response to those accusations, a deliberately deep-sounding concept album that was mocking Tull's prog contemporaries from the 1970s.
The kettle almost boiling, but the master of the house is far away.
The thing was, Thick as a Brick was also a pretty darn good prog album in its own right, and resulted in Tull continuing down this musical path with albums like A Passion Play and Heavy Horses.
Heavy horses move the land under me.
Number 5. Song 2. Blur. The lion's share of Blur's music does not sound like the group's biggest hit, Song 2. That's because this usually melodic Britpop act decided to intentionally skewer popular grunge rock tropes of the day via this in-and-out riff attack. Frontman Damon Albarn's joyous woo-hoos are intentionally juxtaposed against lyrics about feeling heavy metal, and there's even some sly musical jabs within the guitar work. Take the undistorted beginning section that leads into Song 2's fuzzed-out main riff. Sound familiar? The fact that Blur couldn't even be bothered to give the song a proper title speaks volumes to the breadth of their satirical wit. And you know what? It's kind of genius. Number 4. Valley Girl. Frank Zappa. One of the dangers of parody is that not everybody is going to be in on the joke. Valley Girl by Frank Zappa, for example, was intended to poke fun at a Southern California culture that Zappa found vapid and insufferable.
Really sad.
The thing was, this musical collaboration between Zappa and his daughter Moon Unit became a hit and caused Valley Girl speak to become even more popular nationwide than it already was in California.
She makes me do the dishes and clean the cat box.
Then again, maybe this madcap musical genius could find the humor in it all, since Frank Zappa was also the sort of musician who could expertly skewer muscular arena rock arrangements with 1979's Why Does It Hurt When I Pee? Number 3. Back in the USSR, the Beatles. There are a lot of layers behind the parodic elements of Back in the USSR by the Beatles. For starters, there's the reaction of songwriters John Lennon and Paul McCartney against the patriotic I'm Backing Britain campaign of the late 60s.
I'm back in the USSR. You don't know how lucky you are, boy.
There's also a bit of homage/parody towards two of the Fab Four's influences, Chuck Berry and the Beach Boys.
I wish they all could be California girls.
Back in the USSR is composed with the Beach Boys' bright and sunny style, complete with vocal harmonies. Meanwhile, the lyrics swap out the pro-American words from Berry in favor of lyrics that play a bit on then-popular spy tropes and gags.
Anything you want, they got it right here in the USA.
Number 2. You Gotta Fight for Your Right to Party, Beastie Boys. This one's tough. With a lot of back and forth conjecture online attempting to discern how many levels of parody the Beastie Boys were dropping back on 1986's You Gotta Fight for Your Right to Party.
Kick it!
The License to Ill album, from which this song is taken, features a lot of similarly themed irreverence, while the Beasties' public profile around this time seemed to back up this youthful edginess. On the other hand, members of the group have consistently gone out of their way to remind fans of how You Gotta Fight for Your Right to Party started its life as a parody of frat/jock life of the 1980s.
You gotta fight for your right to party!
If that's true though, then maybe the Beasties' career during this time was a case of life imitating art.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Gundam Style. Psy. Music may be a universal language, but how many of the millions of people that have streamed Psy's Gundam Style do you think are cognizant of its lyrical themes?
Gangnam Style. Whoop, 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 whoop. 오빤 Gangnam Style.
Granted, the fact that Gundam Style is performed in Korean probably inhibited a lot of people from delving into its deeper meaning, which speaks to elitism and materialistic tendencies within South Korean culture.
뛰는 놈, 그 위에 나는 놈. Baby, baby, 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈. You know what I'm saying?
It was probably enough for the rest of Psy's listeners to watch the video, do the accompanying dance, and sing the "Hey, sexy ladies" part of the tune. Or was that just us?
Hey, sexy lady. 오빤 Gangnam Style.
What song to you serves as a perfect example of parody? Let us know in the comments.